Hello everybody, you are watching Newegg TV. My name is Steve, and today I have an extremely professional guest on the show. Everyone, I want you to meet Joshua Gray. He is the WCS host, as well as now you've become the creative producer at ESL, right?
I have been. It's a new title, a lot of fun challenges and a lot of great shows coming from ESL here. So it was a lot of fun to host WCS in 2014. Absolutely. Now they expect more from me, I guess. So I think I did a good job.
You do. Every time I work with you, I'm always like, God, he does that thing. I need to do that thing. How does he do? Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stand like this. I'm going to get these little cue cards. I'm going to start practicing. Yeah. So you are.
Flatter me, sir. Thank you very much.
You're absolutely awesome. But obviously, we pulled you in today because we had a little conversation and. You need a new gaming system, and I forgot to ask you, what are you currently gaming on?
I currently have a computer that I built with a friend of mine that uses primarily MSI components. Yeah, we have MSI GeForce card as well as with a motherboard, and then I have an Intel Core i5. Okay. So we put this together about 3 years ago. A friend of mine, Emerson, helped me put it together. And it was such an awesome experience to put on, the gloves in a sense and create this behemoth of a machine. But now with how beautiful and amazing computer games look and the amount of streaming that people do, it's come to my attention that my machine really can't handle it anymore. Yeah. And so I am more than thrilled. I am containing so much giddiness right now just seeing these parts in front of me. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome, man. So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Probably most important, and to most of our viewers out there, is you're obviously a PC gamer too,
yes,
right?
Yes.
When did you start gaming? What was that first experience you had PC gaming?
For PC gaming, it was at a internet cafe in Seattle, which I actually used to compete a little bit in Brood War there. I didn't do too hot because I was about, 13 years old, and so the core mechanics I was still getting used to. But it was a lot of fun, and a couple times I would do overnight parties there, and I'd hang there, and eat pizza and play in tournaments and stuff. So that was really
what you need to do to play PC games. Yeah, eat junk food and play them.
Yeah. Socially, it's great to have food. So the PC world has always been very prevalent, especially with first-person shooters, and when Half-Life came out, that was the big game. We had a 300 megahertz computer, and when I would play Counter-Strike, I would have to preload the map I wanted to play on the server I wanted to play on, because my computer would take too long to load the map and the server would not allow me to connect. Right. So I was like, all right, how do I figure this out? If I create my own game with Italy or Dust or whatever, and then load into that server, I'm good to go. So neat little workaround I had with a 300 megahertz computer way back in the day. Continued to play PC gaming throughout my life, and I've also had consoles as well to enjoy the console games. But when it comes to performance, when it comes to graphics, and a lot of times when it comes to beautiful storylines, it has been PC gaming for me.
Well, fantastic, man. Yeah. We love that you're still part of the team that plays PC games. I know that, I mean, if you're just going to look at pure numbers, console gamers far outnumber PC gamers, if you're talking strictly what they do. And most PC gamers, I feel like, have both, I want to say. So.
Yeah, they grew up a little bit more with all the different options that have been out there for gamers on the PC side and on the console side. And I think everybody just loves the medium itself of what video games are, what they're becoming, the artistic value of what it takes to put, to create these games and to have now the top of the line hardware to play the best games out there. It's awesome. It's awesome. And everybody that plays games, either console or PC, knows that it takes skill, it takes dedication, and it takes a keen mind to really get good at these games as well, as I work with a lot of professionals.
You absolutely do. I mean, the ones that are really up there at the top tier. So, all right, well, maybe we should just start talking about the componentry, because clearly you built a system before. You and I were going to be building this together.
Right on.
I'm really looking forward to that, because I love any time I can actually build a system. So let's start probably with the CPU. So today Intel has provided the Intel Core i7 4790K processor. That's a new Haswell refresh, which is awesome. You're definitely going to get a lot of mileage out of that.
It's almost too bright. Like looking at it, I'm going, am I worthy of this? I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, you're going to stream, I'm assuming, too, at some point, right?
Yeah. I'm on camera a lot at the ESL studio, so in my occasional free time, I feel like streaming a game. People will pop in there and have some fun. What's funny is, way back in the Wild West days of Twitch, I was putting together a bed, and I thought, also be fun if I just stream it real quick. It was an IKEA bed. The most amount of numbers I've had watch me was putting a bed together.
Wow.
So when I turn on my stream, they're like, dude, put some furniture together, man. It was awesome last time.
IKEA that up.
Yeah, yeah. IKEA, we should talk.
All right, well, so definitely the i7 is going to help you if you decide to stream and game at the same time.
Great, great.
We do have 8 gigabytes of memory that Corsair has provided. I believe that's 2133 clocked. Yes, it is, 2133 megatransfers per second. Memory, so 8 gigabytes, I'd say that's a good starting point. If you decide at some point or another you want to start doing like video editing, you need more, jump into 16 with another 2 sticks of 4 gigabyte memory, and then you should be good to go. DDR3, of course, obviously, to match up with the motherboard. The motherboard here is the Z97 Gaming 7 from MSI. Very, very awesome board. I'm glad that they were able to come through with this. We've obviously talked to different manufacturers, and MSI was really happy to try and help you out with this board.
And I've been very happy with MSI in the past, just personally.
Which I didn't know even.
I know, I brought it up. I was looking at the components today, and I'm going, oh, this totally fits me.
Nice.
The last computer that we had, unfortunately, there was an issue with the graphics card that I had from MSI. And I contacted them, they sent me a box, shipped it out, fixed it, shipped it back in a matter of days.
Cool.
And I was like, well, I'm really impressed that they were able to take care of this. And so it really shined a great light on MSI, personally for me. So I'm glad that I get to have it in my new computer.
Excellent. And matching up with that motherboard, they've also provided the GeForce GTX 970, which is the new Maxwell GPU. It is a shy below the 980, but still a great bang for the buck if anybody out there is actually looking to get another video card or a video card for their system. I think you're going to be really happy with this. What's the first game actually you're going to bust out with this system? You told me a while ago you wanted to do something at a certain frame rate, but I forget which game it was.
Well, I'll test on The Witcher 2. Which I'm really psyched for The Witcher 3 coming out this year, and then see what the frame rate's like. Dragon Age Inquisition, for sure, because I think that is one of the most graphically heavy games that's come out. And the stark contrast, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked it out, of playing that game on console, which is fine, or playing the game on PC, graphically, it's night and day difference. And so, in my previous PC, I could only play on medium settings. And even then, it was starting to lag a little bit, and I'm going, oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like on this PC. So those would be some of the first games I'll try, but I'm open to recommendations if anybody wants to let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. In the comments below, you guys, let them know what you should be playing with this system. That is I believe it's the LE version, I want to say. It does come with the Twin Frozer 5 cooler, so we'll probably be able to get a little bit of mileage out of that. That gaming 4G LE version of the GTX 970 from MSI. But moving right along, I think we should probably talk about the storage and the operating system. Of course, had to go with Windows. Microsoft providing the 8.1 Pro for us, so we'll be able to install that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Then that will obviously be installed onto the SSD, and Corsair is providing the Neutron series, the actual GTX version. It's a 240 gigabyte SSD. We actually tried to get you an XT, but when I was building this system, it wasn't available at the time.
Not a problem.
So
I don't think you get any complaints from me throughout this entire
build
process. I'm done. I'm out. You can't get it. It was in my contract, man.
Yeah. What are you doing to me?
No.
Like we signed contracts here. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But clearly awesome SSD, all the same. I think you're going to get some great load times coupled with the UEFI BIOS on the motherboard, as well as the Windows 8 here from Microsoft, and that SSD. So you're going to be booting in 8 seconds or less.
Now this is going to be a bit of a confession time here, but I've never used a solid state drive. I've always used the hard drives, and it's not like I have anything against solid state drives, but I understand the value and the benefit of having them compared to an actual physical disk that has to rotate and the information has to be found on the disk. So I'm looking forward to how it's going to perform, especially when I was noticing just even the loading times and some of the latest games that have come out. I'm going, man, this is kind of taking a while. I'm going to go make a sandwich. I'll come back. So solid state drives is really going to help me out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Every time you're loading Windows, or if you're loading anything, anytime it has to read off the drive, it's going to be loading a lot faster.
Great.
And then because SSDs are limited on the actual size, unless you're going to go crazy with terabyte SSDs, which we can't do that. So
yeah, no, I'm fine with this. It's fine.
Okay, but we do have WD providing a black drive for us. It's a 2 terabyte black drive with, I think.
How am I going to fill 2 terabytes? Is the first question. But
honestly,
it starts to add up.
Yes,
after a while.
I have a 4 terabyte drive, and and I probably got a little under a terabyte left open on it. I have a 3 that's got about 500 gigs left.
Nice.
On a different system. But yeah, definitely if you have a lot of games and installing them all at once, which you don't really need to do.
No,
if
not
you did
necessarily.
that.
Unless you really want to be like, I really feel like playing this game from 2002. Got to do it.
I gotta have it, man.
Yeah. No, that's plenty of storage, and to be able to transfer all my stuff on an external drive and put it on, 2 terabytes. I have a single terabyte now, along with a 500, and I haven't even filled up the single terabyte.
Oh, okay.
So we got plenty of storage.
Totally good. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll I'll give you a call in case I'm like, hey man, I'm out. I need more.
Like, WD, can you help this guy out for a second? Yeah, but I think for now you'll probably be fine. You can always add another one later. But moving right along, aside from storage, we also have this power supply that Corsair has provided. It's the AX760. 760 watt power supply. Benefit of this particular power supply being that it's great build quality, but on top of that, it'll be able to power at least 2 Maxwell-based GPUs without an issue. So
Sweet.
if you decide to pop in another 970 at some other point in the future, you're absolutely welcome to do that. Do you do any VR stuff too? Do you have a Oculus?
Not yet.
Okay. I know they're
Hey
dev
Oculus.
Kits,
I work with DSL, and we love games, so give us a call. But no, I'd love to. And what I honestly would love to do is play Alien Isolation with the Oculus and have a medic standing by when I have a heart attack, I've heard. But no, I haven't checked it out yet.
Wear one of those wearables that monitor your heart rate.
Yeah,
when you do it, and
the
we'll
pulse,
stream the whole thing.
pulse indicator. Oh, that's a great idea, Steve. On
hey
this
man,
system, yeah.
I'm just here to give you good ideas. So that's awesome. That's powering the system. Moving right along, Corsair has also provided their new RGB K70 keyboard, or K70 RGB, I should say, and it has the new Cherry MX RGB switches in them, specifically a Cherry in this particular model. So you'll be able to modify the different colors that you're going to be able to get. I think it's 16.8 million different colors that you can have. Every single key has the LED there. And you'll be able to use their software, which can be complicated. You can check out Kyle's video on Awesome Sauce News, or Awesome Sauce Network, I'm sorry, Kyle, to check out an awesome video he did on it, and he actually shows you step by step on how to do it. Also, Jenny did one too on Newegg's YouTube channel.
Great,
so you have multiple resources. Gets kind of complicated, but you can literally do anything with it.
As long as I can create a system within the colors that people try to log in and it says password denied on the keyboard.
On the keyboard itself?
We can do it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And I'll make a video and we'll upload it. It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah, we'll share that. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I love that kind of creativity with lighting. I currently have a mechanical keyboard with no lighting.
Okay.
And I learned how to type with Mario Teaches Typing a long time ago.
Nice.
But I had gotten into the bad habit of looking down a lot typing, so it kind of forced me to look at the computer typing a lot. But I remember it would be dark. I'm like, I can't see a thing. I don't know what. I don't even know which key is what. And this kind of helps me out. It's a little bit of I don't want to call it a cheat, but I always like the lights.
No, man,
it adds
lighting.
flair.
Yeah, definitely. If you go to any lands too, it's always nice to have lighting so that you can see the keys in a dark space.
Exactly. Just kind of an ambience look, an ambience light.
Yeah.
And I think it also. I mean, I'm no doctor yet, but I did work at a hospital though for a while. That's another story.
Sleep at a Holiday Inn.
But eye strain is always an important thing to kind of take care of yourself and understand when this monitor is sending all this light directly into your eyes. It's easier on your eyes if you have more ambient light to help out. So maybe this will help.
Yeah, I agree. So on top of that, we also have a dual-sided mouse surface from Corsair. This one specifically is, if I can reach around here, MM600. This is the MM600, and this thing fairly large, so you should be able to have. I mean, you're a big dude, so
I am.
you need to have big space.
Yeah.
And big mouse surface is probably one of those things you're going to want to have.
It really helps. Now I'm in the dilemma of upgrading my table with all this awesome stuff.
Let me flip this around for you.
But I've had used a larger mouse pad, and it does really make a difference. But what's important is that if I get into the bad habit of eating food outside of the kitchen and taking my breakfast with me, I go, okay, my cereal can fit right here on the mouse pad. And then I get up and go, oh great, now I have a milk ring on my mouse pad.
Yeah, don't do that for sure.
Don't do that, kids. Don't do that.
But it does have a smooth surface and a rough surface, so one for control and one for speed. So you'll just be able to flip it over, depending on which type of gameplay you're going to need a faster mouse for or a more controlled surface to look at. On my right, your left, the audience, we have Corsair's another gaming series peripheral. This one specifically is a Saber Laser RGB.
The English way to spell saber, by the way.
Right, that is absolutely correct. 16.8 million colors on this mouse as well. So if you end up picking a particular color or maybe a blend of things that you want to happen on your keyboard, you can match it with this mouse as well for matching aesthetics.
Awesome.
I'm going to move the headset in front of the mouse so you can get a better look at that. That's the H2100. It is a wireless headset. I have big ears. Bigger than yours, actually, I'm surprised.
No comment.
The 50 millimeter drivers in the cups, the way that they go over the ears, is really what I like about Corsairs.
Great. Because after playing any type of game or even listening to music with that type of headset for a while, you're like, oh, my ears kind of hurt. And that gets really annoying. Like, I really want to play through this. This single player campaign's awesome, but I have to take a break because my head hurts.
Because my head is hurting. The cartilage is pinched.
Yeah,
that's been my only issue. And I'm kind of one of the outliers, I think, too, because big ears, like I said. And being that it's wireless, it also has the ability for you to get up, grab that food or drink or whatever you want to do while you're gaming. I love. And one trick I do like to mention, anybody who gets a wireless, do you have a wireless headset already? Okay, so
this is the first time. I'm excited. Yeah.
So you know when you go to these events and you get a lot of those power banks, right? So these are awesome to charge with, like mobile.
I can take my little battery with me and it can charge.
And then you stay wireless. You stay wireless. That's been my trick.
That's great. I love those little battery packs too. I feel like we're living in the future. I'm like, oh, you need to charge your phone? Here you go. Here's this credit card looking machine that can charge your phone. I love it.
It's absolutely fantastic. So 7.1 surround sound with that as well. And below it, Corsair has also provided one of the slickest looking cases out right now.
We can go to space with this case, I think.
This is the white version with the window. It's the 760T. I just want to make sure it is the 760T, not the 780, right? 780T. God dang it. It's the 780T. I had to double check. This is amazing. I think you're going to like building this too. Lots of room, radiator support for the radiator that we're throwing in it too, which somehow I jumped right past. I'm going to actually bring it over to you in the camera, in your eyes, in your field of vision, right on top of this chassis, which is the H110i GT 280 millimeter. I want to say it's 280. 280. Yeah, I believe it's 280 millimeter radiator.
Quick math.
Trying.
Sorry, we have little annotations we can put on YouTube videos nowadays, right? You remember when YouTube didn't have those things?
Yes.
Years ago, where if you made a mistake, you had to start from the very beginning.
Oh, pain. I wasn't doing the YouTube thing back then.
They invented edits too, which is great.
Anyway, so the H110i GT, brand new from Corsair. We just checked this out at CES. We'll take a closer look at it after it's installed, but basically one of the cooler things is they have an aesthetic appeal with lighting on the actual the mount where it connects to the CPU. On top of that, it's I believe it's their most efficient cooler right now. Anyways, point being that it's an awesome cooler, and I think you're going to like it because it's going to allow us to overclock that 4790K. Which is what the K SKUs are for, ladies and gentlemen, making it happen. I think we've covered all the parts. I don't think I've missed anything.
I don't think so either. I think it's time to put it all together, piece by piece by piece. And as we continue to try to contain this excitement that I have, as once this computer is finally done, man, I am beyond excited. I really am. This is awesome. And to have these type of components with these different individual companies, Corsair, MSI, they have been in the esports world here and there as sponsors. So to see their wonderful products now on my machine, I'm super excited.
Absolutely. Well, I guess that's enough said. Let's freaking build a computer, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, everybody, I'm finally done helping Josh build this computer, who did pretty much the entire build, man. I gotta say.
I cut myself.
You did cut.
Which means we did it right.
That's right. Absolutely. He knows, you guys. He knows. So I want you to do the honors. We haven't actually turned it on yet. Let's see what happens. Let's do it up.
Here we go.
Good. Sick. It's alive!
Oh, that sound.
Nice.
It's so beautiful.
Give it a sec here. We'll come back up again. Oh, look at it. It got loud, spun up the fans, and now it's back down to its normal running speed, which is really quiet, actually.
Yeah. I love the lights in the front.
Nice. I'm just going through the fan controller here. Nice. Yeah, so what do you think?
It's beautiful. It has a bit of a Tron/Portal feel to it, and the components look fantastic. I really love the color scheme, and the radiator we put on top, the cooling system, looks fantastic as well. We have to give it a name.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think you should.
I officially dub you Soraya.
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 So not quite Sarah, a little more.
A little more fleshed out, a little more elf-like or something. But this is a beautiful machine. I can't wait to really test it out with the latest games. I'm really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. All right, man. Well, I guess at this point it's only one last thing that we should probably do, and that's to thank all of our sponsors. Yeah. If you want to take that away.
Sure. A huge thank you to Corsair, Intel, MSI, WD, and Microsoft. You guys can catch me on ESL. The Intel Extreme Masters happens all year round over in Europe. I'm in the Burbank location. But to see more information about my projects, go to jgray.me or my Twitter @Clutch08. And also, huge thank you to Newegg and to Steve.
Thank you, man, for coming in. It's so crazy working with a professional. I'm like, I don't have to set anything up. He just takes it away. It's completely awesome. Well, thank you again for coming in, man. We really appreciate it, Joshua. And let us know what you think of the system once you get everything installed and you're playing. Maybe we'll bust out some games together. Do a Twitch stream, maybe?
Yes. Okay. Twitch.tv/Clutch08 as well as my personal stream. So looking forward to it as well, man. I mean, I can't wait to play, Witcher 3, Evolve. You were telling me about Dying Light.
It's pretty fun so far.
Yeah, definitely a lot of games to check out.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you guys also for watching. And don't forget to stay tuned to more of our videos here at Newegg TV, which is at youtube.com/Newegg. And until then, we'll see you guys very soon.